adventure for me as it is you guys.
Who in their right mind drives something like this and takes it way the hell out of the mountains? Hello everyone, Merry Christmas. Well, I just made my rounds here. Christmas rounds on Team China. Got a late start as usual. It just wouldn't be right if it wasn't, if I didn't start just before dark. But anyway, we're gonna do a little adventure here. Right now I'm in the middle of that adventure. But yeah, so if you want to follow along, it's gonna be lots of trail riding, a little bit of chainsaw clearing, and just a little bit of BS on our Christmas Eve 2023. Okay, folks, come join me. Grab a whiskey or a beer or whatever it is you want to. Maybe a coffee, maybe a water, maybe vodka, maybe bourbon. Okay, let's get to it. I didn't clear a trail yet today, so that's what we're going to do. I got these two guys again. Not going to be gone too long, but let's go for a little ride. Way for a change. Looks like nobody's been here for a while. This is another trail that it was always here, but I cleared it out just in the beginning, a few years back. They're just old logging trails. The trails that I'm going to used to be popular trails, and they used to be just like this. Now they're all grown in. Nobody's riding them at all. everybody would just break a couple of branches here and there. All those are ones that I broke there last time I was here. Not very many people ride this trail at all. It wasn't even passable beyond this point, and I opened it up. See lots of trees down there. So much easier to drive with my engine braking. Hey, yeah, nobody's been here at all this. Up in the tree. Well, this is the old trail. Look, you can see it's not being used much anymore. Old Team China's gonna get her belly scratched on this one. Oh man, the smell is just these trees have been, you run over them 100 times and they'll just stand right back up. They're so tough. But the smell they let off when you drive over them just lots of coyotes around here too, or well, coyotes for sure, but also there's lots of cougars in this area. Tree fell down, and letting the deer cross here pretty easy. They can just hop that like nothing anyways. Look at all this garbage. The dump is right here. Man, they got these fences here. They should have a taller fence. I mean, I don't know if it would matter, but just look at just plastic junk everywhere in there. It's crazy that they're not made that they don't have to go and clean that up. But I guess what do you do, right? Just an absolute disaster. They go and put a dump right here. I mean, who puts a dump with a freaking view like that, you know? I mean, there's just no thinking when they built this town and this place. Everything is like this around here. I hate to be negative, but you know, I'm pretty sure this would have been a nice spot to build some homes, you know, with a view like that. Anyway, we'll continue on here. I opened this up this summer. I had the wild thing, and the old wild thing did not want to work very good. Man, this is insane. Look at it all. Oh, there's a good tarp though. Crazy how much garbage we produce. Whoa. Did I miss my trail? Nope, it says the trail's still farther up. I just checked my maps. Well, we're hung up, folks. I gotta get the old winch out. Hopefully something over there is solid enough to winch to. Okay, here we go. Always an adventure. Free spool. Whoa. Okay, I gotta pull that out. Oh, what an operation that was. I'm winched to that tree right there. And my free spool, I think it's working. I think the winch is just so bound up in there. Anyways, I just learned something which is kind of cool, is that even when this thing is in free spool, it seems to reel it in until there's tension, and then it just slips. I don't think they're supposed to do that, or I don't think the old winches did that. That's a worn 4500 with synthetic rope. I'm not a huge fan of synthetic rope. It's nice to handle, but it's just not durable like the cable. Not when you're dragging it through stumps and everything like this. Okay, let's try to get out of here. And that switch has to go over there. I have a remote for it as well, but it's just not too convenient. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. power. Sorry about the camera work. Okay, we're out. Man, brutal. The little Chinese bush rat. Okay, there she goes. Free spooling now, so that's good. Yeah, you got to be super careful with these winches, folks. A friend of mine lost his finger. Got his hand caught in there. Missing a finger now, so or the end of it anyways, so always be super careful. Never get your hands right in here. Never trust anybody else running the winch. You know, you keep your hands way out. And if you're the guy doing the winching on the inside, you make sure you pay attention because, yeah, easy to lose a finger. Look at that, trees popped right up. You'd never even know I went in there. And this section doesn't look much better. There's actually an old trail behind me, but I'll have to clear that out another day. Well, that's cool. These maps are so awesome. I just about went by my trail. There it is, right there. Can't even hardly tell there's a trail there, but that's the old trail. So, that way we go. Can you tell it hasn't been ridden for a while? I actually rode it this summer. I mean, so some of the trees might be cut out of the way, but that's the trail. But there's another old one over here to the left that links up with this one, and so you don't have to follow that stupid fence line, which I'm gonna reopen up that trail. That's actually what I'm looking for right now. Okay, I'm gonna be doing some serious bushwhacking, so I'll put the camera away. We'll be back. A lot darker than it looks like through the camera. I really got to get these LED lights put on and a roof, and we'll get you there, Team China. There, it's a little more defined here. Boy, Team China took a beating on that one. Choke on, she's on, chain brake off. She's cold, she needs the choke on. Wow, yeah, it's pretty cold. It's not tuned for this though. There we go. That's still running good, I see. Well, there we go. So I'm not gonna clear all the small stuff. I'm just gonna make it passable. I just want to check out this other trail. Last time I was here, I put a mark on the map, but I took a different way, and now, oh, prickly. And now I want to find out where this other trail goes, because hopefully it'll link up to this one farther back. Okay, let's get back in the trail. Okay, it's a little better here. Looks so bright through the screen. It's pretty dark. I gotta get my LED lights on. I'll do the power steering first, then I'll do my lights. Yeah, you can see the trails a little bit better here. Oh, I see a bunch of trees down. Oh, they're bigger ones. I think we're gonna have to get the soup mix out, folks. Holy moly. Maybe I went around these last time. I think I did. I think I just bushwhacked because I got such a late start. Look at that, the moon peeking through there. It looks so awesome. Oh yeah, you can see these trees bent over. This is for sure where I came through. That's amazing where these little side-by-sides will take you. You gotta watch it you don't get crossed up in here though, otherwise you gotta get the winch out. So yeah, I'll square these up. You just gotta hit them nice and square, and then you can see those trees are bowed over a bit. That's where I went through. Okay, I'll go through there. Oh man, you can barely walk through this stuff. Yeah, you just gotta make sure when you're crossing logs, you always gotta square them up. If you turn sideways, you'll get hung up on them like on the train tracks. Otherwise, yeah, you get caught in the middle of them, and then sometimes you can't get out. You actually got to get the winch out. It's crazy what the animals go through. Every day they have to walk through all this rugged country. Okay, folks, let's keep her going. I'm going to get some LED taillights for this thing, too. It looks like the Kawasaki Teryx 4 taillights are going to fit. On the road again. Just can't wait to get on that road again. I better stop singing, folks. I'm gonna get a copyright strike. Oh, what a beautiful night. Did I say I like driving through the bush? In the dark, in the light, in the snow. Ah, we'll just take that garbage home, folks. As long as it doesn't have anything yucky on it. There we go, we'll pack it out. Must be from the dump. Boy, we're a long ways away from the dump, and look what I just found. There you go, folks. Anytime you see garbage on the trail, you pick it up, please. Just, everybody does their part. It keeps everything nice and clean, and away you go. I obviously couldn't do it back there at the dump because that's an insane amount of garbage, but out here, like I'm a ways away now, I'll pack it up. Man, I love those mirrors. This one got ripped off this summer there, broke it. I put a review on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description for this. It's always a link in the description. I'm gonna get t-shirts up and say that. But anyway, I loved having the mirrors. I really did. They were awesome, but just for my kind of riding in the bush, like they just can't stand up. And if these were metal, and if this was a little more robust, then yeah, they'd be great. I'm gonna try and fix this one or just get a different brand. Anyways, I did a review on Amazon. I didn't bash them or nothing. I gave them like, I think 4 stars even. I said they would have got 5 had they not broken. And, or maybe it was 3 or 4. It wasn't a bad review though. And the company called me. I didn't say, like, I didn't ask them, send them a message or nothing. They called me and offered to give me a full refund on these things. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I said, yeah, well, okay, no problem, tough but fair. So they threw it back in my bank account, and I told them, I said, just make these things out of metal, and you know, they'll stand up. I mean, if the company sent me these things, I could definitely put them to the test. If they hold up where I go, then they'll hold up for anybody at any trail on the planet. But anyway, I'll put a link for them. Most people don't do this kind of bushwhacking, so I'll put a link for these mirrors, and you can buy yourself a Christmas gift. Some more trees down. You gotta watch you don't stab your tires with the little sticks there. I don't get too crazy. Sometimes I just leave these. I mean, that's obviously pretty easy to idle over. It makes the trail slows the trail down and makes it kind of fun. I mean, these are off-road vehicles, right? People like to hit little obstacles with them and stuff. Boy, I'm just gonna look through my screen because I see a lot more than I see through my own eyes. Night vision. Okay, we're just about to the end of the trail, and then it's gonna turn, and then we're gonna get onto this trail I've never been on, or not for many years. Probably like 23 years. I'll bet you it's been since I've been on that trail. Now this is a stand of poplars in here. There's a lot of blowdown through here. So what I do here, like once the trail's established and it's passable, then I come back and I start making, it's like this is, there's just so many down here like this. It just gets a little bit annoying when you're hitting like a million speed bumps. So then I will come sometimes and I'll knock some of these trees out of here. So a little coyote was running through here. But yeah, do. I'll get the trail established first, then we'll make it pretty. And then people start using it, and then hopefully it stays open. Pack a chainsaw, folks. You gotta help me out here. Okay, we made it to the other cut line here. This idles over everything now. It used to be pretty tricky before I did all the clutch mods. Okay, remember there's a whole bunch of trees down here, and I made a little bypass around it to the left. See, this is the old original cut line. You can see it really good on the camera. These are all oil and gas exploration lines. The whole place is riddled with them. They're all over. But yeah, I think last time I hung a left here, I had to cut one tree. No, I couldn't. That's right. The old wild thing wouldn't run right. But you can see it's pretty ugly up in there. So yeah, that's what I do here. Instead of re-establishing the cut line, I just make a little go around. Just makes it's more natural that way, right? Like the forest wasn't meant to have these straight lines. When they would have first cut this out, you would have been able to see for a mile or so. That's not natural. So actually, up north here of town, quite a ways, they're trying to save the caribou, so they're poisoning and shooting all the wolves. It's sad. There's a documentary on that. But anyway, the government actually paid a bunch of crews to come in and restore these cut lines. And I mean, there's literally thousands and thousands of them up there, so it doesn't really matter as long as they leave some of them open, I guess. But they think that they're going to save the world by coming in here and messing all these cut lines up. But anyway, so that's why I'm doing what I do now, in hopes that maybe one day they'll see a video of mine or something. The right person will see it, or maybe it'll just turn into a trend where instead of opening up the cut line like that, you just go around it, make a little bypass. It's not hurting anything. This is just thick, rugged bush, right? And I'll just hop this log for now, but next time when I clear the trail out, I'll make the bypass there. Then eventually that'll all just plug up, and then it doesn't make it just a straight highway, and then the wolves can't see an elk or a caribou from a mile away, right? Just makes it more natural. Okay, well, according to my map, my little trail is just up here to the left. And I haven't been up here for at least 20-some years. But I know I've been up here, like on this trail. I was up here like this summer, but I only went up to put a mark on my map. And then I turned around and here it is, right here. There we go. And I see she's plugged up already. Let's see if we can hop these. Oh yeah. That's where the lift kit made a huge difference with this thing. Link in the description. But yeah, seriously, the lift kit and the rear, I put the rear spacers on the back, and man, it's a whole new side-by-side. But I've only got, they're called 27s, Zillas, Max's Zillas. They only measure 26, so I didn't know that when I bought them. Nobody really did, I guess. But the 28 Zillas are a true 28. The 28s are true 28s, but the 27s actually measure 26. So I have 27 by 11 by 12s, but they measure 26. So I'm going to try and run these tires out. I mean, they go everywhere I want to go. Boy, my back brakes are squeaking again. Yeah, so eventually when I go to 28s, I don't think I'll go any bigger than that for this thing. I don't want to start breaking axles. Eventually I'll go to 28s, and that'll help me so I don't bottom out on things so much. Because sometimes, like I just hopped a big log back there, and I had to do a rail slide across it there. Anyway, this is kind of a cool old trail. I might be able to hop these ones. We'll see. That's the thing with the bigger tires too. You can get up on these trees more. Oh, there we go. Whoa. There we go, folks. We did her. Okay. Yeah, I haven't been any farther than here. This trail's actually, you could tell it was well used at one time. It's not Well, chain flew off. I was limbing. That happens sometimes. I just thought I'd clear a little bit of trail. I had to cut this one out. Didn't have to, just decided to. And yeah, so trail side repair. Here we go, folks. Okay, let's put this chain back on, folks. That's what's nice about these ones is they've got a side tensioner on them. They've got a lot of nice features. They've got 2 bar studs instead of 1 because they make that John cutter, that other one. And yeah, it just has the 1 bar stud. I really like this saw now. It's going to get some more modifications, but at first I'm just going to test its durability and we'll see. Well, the bar's not too bad. There was a bit of chattering there before. So I took the file just lightly, you know, but everything's really nice. I greased this tip up and everything. And yeah, okay, well, we'll put the chain back on and we'll be ready to go. Okay, well, baby red is down for the count there. Something's happened when the chain came off. It gouged something up. I tried flipping the bar and the chain. It won't spin. It keeps getting bound up. So I can't see any of my glasses. I'm going to have to really get in close and see if I can file it up. And if not, well, whatever. I'll put a different bar. I want to try a longer bar and chain on this thing anyways. To be honest with you, I don't really like the short bar like that. That's supposed to be a 12-inch bar, but there's only 10 inches of cutting with the bucking spike. And it's just, I just find it so short that it's almost dangerous for cutting stuff because your hands are so close to where you're cutting. Like if the tree snaps back or something like that, you know. Anyway, so I'm gonna retire that one, and the old soup mix will get fired up. And I've got an axe, and I've got my Fisker's machete, so it's not like we're dead in the water. And then there's a hand saw in there. I mean, I got all kinds of ways to cut trees if I have to. Okay, well, she's down for the count. It was running good, though. Well, we got a couple trees. I snuck under that one there, and I thought I would cut this one here. I dig out the old soup mix, and it's like solid. I don't know what the heck happened there. It's like something frozen in there. Man, what a crazy thing happened. 2 saws. Imagine that. 2 Chinese side by side saws down. Okay, well, throttle lock I fixed is working good though. Okay, well, we're gonna have to dive into this thing now. Okay, well, I pulled off the starter. I do not like these easy starts, they call them. They should be called hard start. This thing's gonna get a modification, and I'm gonna go back to the regular starter because I do not like these at all. Other than that, they're fine. But yeah, so this screw, I just loosened it out a bit. It doesn't like being where it was before. Soup mix, recipe for disaster. Mr. Obsolete came up with that. That's funny. Hello, Mr. Obsolete. Mr. Obsolete's Vintage Homesteading. If you're watching this, Merry Christmas, Mr. Obsolete. I love that name. Anyway, yeah, just typical Chinese junk. I mean, this is the thing with Chinese stuff. Yes, they're cheap, but you get what you pay for, and you constantly have to wrench and make improvements. They can be pretty good. I mean, my throttle lock's working really good, and I haven't messed with this saw enough, but just everything on it feels cheap, looks cheap, seems cheap. We'll see how it goes. Okay, well, it seems to be working again, so we'll put it back together. Okay, folks, I don't know how this is going to work, but it's somewhat back together. Choke on, throttle lock on. Ignition on. Ground control to Major Tom. Okay, here we go. Hard start. Vibrates a lot more than my Radley, that thing. But anyway, you get the idea. There we go. Yeah, the trail definitely gets tight here, but I just want to see how it is. Man, that moon looks so cool. Christmas Eve. Okay, let's get back at her. Okay, so the reason why I got this strapped up there is because so that's for my limb risers. So normally I'll have one from the front up to here, and same one over there. And what all that'll do is when you're going through the bush like this, instead of them slapping you in the face, they go up and over. Still got to be very careful, but with two of them it works a lot better. I just haven't got there yet. I got to get a windshield and a roof on this stupid thing. Anyway, it looks like we got another tree to clear. It's getting pretty tight again. You really got to watch your face here. Like, even if you got a helmet on, I don't have my helmet on right now, just because I'm in and out, and legally we don't have to wear a helmet in a side-by-side as long as you got your seatbelt on. But anyway, I'm gonna clear these out, the old soup mix, and we'll be on our way. We're almost linking up to the other trail. Well, I had to do a bunch of cutting back there, and I see I got more to do up there. I just retuned the old soup mix. She's running pretty good. I see the elk have been here. They hang out in this area. They were here not long ago. Maybe earlier on today, maybe just tonight. I don't know, but they were here. Pretty soon we'll find some wolf tracks to be on them, or a cougar track, guaranteed. A friend of mine here was quadding in this area, actually not far from here, and I guess he was just driving along the trail, and all of a sudden he looks over, something caught his eye, and here's a cougar running alongside the trail at speed. Kept running and running and running, and he just kept his speed up. He just thought it was cool, right? And then it ran right in front of him and then into the bush. And that's how it goes with these cougars, is you don't see them very often. I've only seen 5 or 6 in all the years I've been here. But yeah, they're around, and especially in this area because it's closer to town, and all the animals hang out here because they feel a little bit safer from the predators, but obviously the predators just show up here anyway, so definitely got to watch yourself if you're being quiet in the bush. That's when a cougar's going to come around. Very seldom do you see them when you're making noise, but it happened to me twice now. 2 out of all the 6 times, I'd say 2 of them that I remember. And both times I was with Chevelle. One time I was on a snowmobile, a Fire Cat that I had built for a buddy, and another time I was on a can you see me, folks? I don't know if you can see me anyways. And the other time I was on I was on my quad, and I had the GoPro too, and I just happened to have it off. Would have been cool if we caught it, but both times basically what I seen was about as far as you can see in the screen. Cougar comes out, looks right at me, pauses, and then walks across the trail. Both times it was that same kind of experience. And but a lynx will just sit there and stare at you until you get really close to it, and then it'll run away. Okay, so here we are again. We'll get the old soup mix out, and you can see these are pretty big. These are too big to hop. And I see that I'm close. I looked on my maps. I'm close to the other main trail, so that's going to be kind of cool. This isn't a cut line. This is some kind of an old trail. I assume they probably cut the other one because it's a lot of muskeg over there, and this was their high and dry trail. So it'd be kind of cool if people would start using this section of the trail, and you know, that would make for a more natural trail anyways. Less mud and stuff, but you know, just a nice trail. Not everybody wants to spend hours and hours in the mud. Some do, but a lot don't. They just want to get from point A to point B. And on this trail beside me here, I haven't been on it for many, many years, but I remember it being quite the dawn show. Okay, we'll get the saw out. One thing I did with the old soup mix here is I noticed my cane was getting, like, it kept stretching and stretching and stretching. And so I actually turned my bar oil down. And now it seems to be good. I'm doing lots of cutting, and it still has it's getting plenty of oil, but it's I think when you have too much oil, it allows the chain to stay cool, and on these cheap chains they'll stretch. Anyway, we're just trying to experiment out. I've never heard anybody talk about it, but I've got this thing turned right down on the oiling, or like second notch or first notch, can't remember. And it's staying tight, but yet still you can still feel it's got lots of lube. So I can tell these have been down for a long time because they're all rotten. So yeah, nobody's used this trail for, I'd say, at least 10 years. But yeah, they're just blowing through this wood. Okay, I'll clear these off the trails when we're up there, and we'll keep going. Oh crap. Oh, there's some Christmas chocolates. Who wants some chocolates? Well, I don't see Santa up there yet. He hasn't went by the moon. Oh yeah, that's not even worth taking a picture of, but it looks really cool through my eyes. Nice and clear. Sometimes people will say, why didn't you cut the trail wide? And I'll tell you why. Because sometimes you only have so much gas. Not everybody packs spare chainsaw mix. They only have what they have in the tank. I pack spare gas, but not everybody does. The other thing is we're clearing way back there and used up most of their gas. They don't want to get caught without it, because if you get in a rugged bush like this, it's going to be hard to make a go around. Well, I'm on a bit of a cliff here, so it's not just easy to drop off the trail, right? The other thing is, in the winter time, like, it's easy right now because there's only like 6 inches of snow. Usually when there's a lot of snow, all those branches weld themselves into the ground. They freeze. So what you got to do is you got to make lots of smaller cuts, of course, burning up more fuel, right? So when I'm opening up a trail, I don't even make it that wide normally. I make it wide enough to get myself through, and then somebody else wants to widen it out later, they can. If I know where the trail goes, like I know that it's going to be a good usable trail, sometimes I'll make them wider, or if I have the time. But that's why you do that. That's why people do that, because some people get mad. You know, why didn't you make it wide enough for my 84-inch side-by-side or my Jeep? You know, well, that's why. You know, get the saw out, folks. I'm only one man. Well, I'm starting to sweat, and that's not good to have happen in the winter. So I'm gonna take some layers off, and I'm gonna have a break up here and I'll cool down. Because you sweat, you die, right, folks? Okay, folks, open sesame. I think we're right at the other trail here because I see some evidence of somebody had tried cutting somewhere. And it's a long time ago, I can tell. They cut it with an axe somewhere along here, but oh yeah, there's the trail. So what I do is I usually open up the trail really good at the beginning, and then people will ride it. Aha! Right on. Oh man, it's been so long since I've been here. This is cool. Oh yeah, it's getting ridden pretty regularly. This always was a pretty regular trail. There's really not a huge reason. Oh. Somebody's doing a burnout over there or something. Might be a side-by-side or something. That's pretty cool. Somebody's out for a rip. Maybe we'll head that way. Yeah, I haven't been here for a long time, but it's usually a pretty muddy trail in the summer. I'm just gonna leave that log there because there's an intersection here, so that's kind of good because it slows people down, you know, for somebody coming out there. But the other trail's good to get over here from my neck of the woods, because I didn't have a trail to get over here. I would have had to go a long way around. You can see all the muskeg in there. I don't know how far I'm gonna go. I'll go do a couple little loops, and there's obviously a reason why they didn't go this way. It must be a big mud hole or something. But we'll try going that way. What kind of tires do we got here? Those carnivores, maybe? Or swamp? Oh, that's swamp lights. That's what that is. You see that? Will that zoom in? I believe that's swamp lights. They're good old tires. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that is, swamp lights. Tell me in the comments what tires you think those are. Holy smoke, somebody did a hell of a burnout there with a bunch of young punks. Yeah, I used to take my F-150 down this trail, 97 F-150, but only in the winter, never in the summer. Well, that's pretty cool, folks. I just heard a wolf. Two of them actually, one barking and one gave a bit of a howl, so I guess it's kind of true. Oh, look at that. I guess it's true. They do howl with a full moon, don't they? Look at the ring around the moon. Oh, you can see that on the camera. Isn't that ever neat, eh? That's neat. Oh, I did see wolf tracks back there. Stay away, Mr. Wolf. I don't have my rifle, and I don't really want to shoot you anyways, even if I had it. Yeah, they're just trying to make a living like the rest of us, right? Oh yeah, it's a beautiful night. It says it's -5 Celsius, but mind you, that's not right here. That's at a different location, but still, it's probably about that. Sometimes it's dead calm now, but sometimes it feels a lot colder when there's the wind. So peaceful, but I'm not far enough in the bush that I can't. I can hear the highway. I can hear the train, which is quite a ways away from here. But yeah, camera kind of picks it up. There's a little trail we came down. So yeah, I could just go back all this way right to the road and then go in, but I think I'm going to take a different route that I haven't been on for, I'm going to say since I got Chevelle in 2006, I probably haven't been here since the first or second year I got her. I remember one year in geez, you know what? I don't think I even had her yet, so that must have been 2005. I can't remember if I had Chevelle or not. Yes, I did. I got an old video of me and my buddy Brent. We're driving around in my old F-150, and we're driving on these trails. Oh, that looks nasty up there, Brent.
Can't be any nastier than what we just come through.
I think it is.
Series 23, Nation.
For all you folks just tuning in, don't take a vehicle that you care about through here. Uh-oh. Trail bash. Oh, shit. I just took one in the head there. Man, it just seems like yesterday. But anyway, and he had his dog. His dog's dead now, and so is mine. But, his dog's 6 months younger than mine. And yeah, we were out on Christmas Eve wheeling around, and yeah, it was a fun time. Okay, so I should just be able to follow this trail, and I should be able to hit that. I'll put the screenshot in. There's a power line up on the top of the screen, and it's all legal trail, and I'll be able to come back and make a loop there. I don't even know if I've ever done that route before. If I do, I don't remember. It would have been like 25, 26 years ago. We used to ride here lots when I first moved here, and then I just stopped riding here. I just went and seen other places, you know. But I'm gonna put my little I'm gonna put a mark on the map there on that trail, and the next one up here, I think they both lead up to the same place. I remember one year coming down this trail. I think it was this one. Yes, I think it was. And there's a beaver pond or something up here, and you obviously can only cross it in the wintertime. There used to be a floating quad bridge on it, but I remember coming here one year we were in I think it was that year that my buddy Brent and I were in my F-150 actually, or maybe that was, yeah, no, sorry, this was New Year's Eve. Anyways, doesn't matter. We came down here in the truck. We had the dogs and everything, and we get down to the beaver pond, and some friends of ours and their parents and stuff were down there having New Year's. I think it was for New Year's. Yeah, they're having a New Year's Eve party. So these trails did get ridden lots back in the day, and so yeah, I'm glad I opened up this trail here. Anyways, just gives people more options, you know. If they don't want to go far from home, but they want to go for a nice ride and they don't want to hit the same route, now they can do a loop. They can take this trail that has been open for, like I say, probably 10 years, judging by the way those trees were rotted. And they can do a loop around and just hook back onto this one, you know. So they don't have to go far, really. But they can do a nice night ride or a loop or whatever, right? In the daytime, whatever you want. But look at that. Well, I was going to go in my glove box, but you can see she's frozen. Shouldn't take much. This happened at home too today. It's more than that. Obviously got some condensation and water in there. There we go, folks. I need my other light and start charging this one. Okay. Oh, we're gonna do some serious charging. We'll put her on 3.0, folks. There we go. Some charging. It's charging. So yeah, that can just go in there. And I gotta get some USB ports, everything set up a little better than this, but Team China's a work in progress. What a POS. Who in their right mind drives something like this and takes it way the hell out in the mountains? Oh, jeez. Well, you know, I like a good challenge, and this thing's definitely a challenge. Can't see where I'm going because the lights are so dim. We're getting her, though. We're getting her. I'm going to do a whole bunch of videos on this thing for all the people that own these. They've been making them since, I think, 2005 or 6. So I'm going to do a pile of videos on how to make these things survive, like what you can do to take them out like I do, because, man, these things are just junk right from the factory. They're cloned off the Rhino, but there's so many junk parts used on them. Anyway, it's half decent now. Okay, well, I got my other light, folks. Link in the description. Look at that, eh? My temperature, my oil, that's my oil temperature. It says water temperature. That's my oil temperature. My volts. I got the lights on. That's off. And then that's my oil pressure, but the oil pressure gauge is screwed up. I got to get a better one. And this is my water temperature. It stays good. It's accurate. It stays right around 171 to 177 in that range at this temperature. So yeah, but yeah, you can see my oil temperature is coming up, and honestly, before I put the thermostat on, that thing, like Oh, they got target range. That's cool. I never knew this was here. Wow, that's sweet. That's cool. I like that. Bring it, pack it out. Awesome. Well, that is so cool. I never knew this was here. Looks like it needs a little more work. Respect. Wow, this is awesome. Look at this. Washroom that way. Okay, well, let's go check out the washroom. Man, this is so cool. Look at this. I never knew this existed. Right on. Cool. This is right on. Wow. Awesome. That is so cool. Good to see. Well, I wonder who, probably somebody I know who built this. Oh, what's this say? I read that. Oh man, that's hilarious. So maybe built just in 2020 or what? Yeah, that's cool. I'll have to ask some friends. I never knew this was here. So neat. What's this, little target range or something? Oh, birdhouse. Look at that. It built a little birdhouse. I don't see any birds living in it. That's cool. I thought it was a target. They were shooting at something. What the heck is this thing though? What's that say? Anyways, I can't even see it hardly. Well, folks, I had a good look at it. I still can't tell you what it says. I guess I can't read. Anyway, this is super, super cool. I never knew this was here. Right on. Wicked. What's this little gadget they got going on here? Oh yeah, the old solar lights that are obviously not lighting up anywhere. Cool, some benches. Old table. Look at this old thing. Holy smokes. Check that out. Oh, she's got an exhaust and everything. Oh, that's neat. Right on. Welcome. Man, I just love this place. Folks, look at this for a seat. Friends. Family. Nice big old seat. Look at this. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, folks. Let's see if I can. Can you see that? Oh man, that's a cool little seat. It's been a while since that roof has been fixed up. It definitely could use a little fixing up here. Very, very, very cool. Good job, folks. Holy moly, what's with all these railings and everything? Look at this, it just curves around. Where does this lead to? This is just as much of an adventure for me as it is you guys. I've honestly never been here. Oh, you want to come and have a seat back here? What's this one all about? It says Dad. Okay, what's that all about? Oh, why is there a seat here? It's not like it's an outhouse. Oh, okay, I see something out there. Yeah, pretty neat. And it's all wood. It's just gonna, like, you know, it's just gonna rot away one day. It's already half there. Super, super cool. Okay, well, my hands are frozen now, so I gotta put the gloves back on. There's a rake to rake it all up nice. Yeah, just little tarps are not doing so well. I'm still running around this camp. I just love it. These guys just made my night. But check this out. You know, somebody's always going to mess with something. You know, you build something and and they got to mess with it. Well, look at this. Like, I mean, I suppose if you had bolt cutters, you could take it away. I mean, who wants that old thing, right? But it's just funny. Look at that. Like, they just got it all staked down. I mean, you're not getting that. You're not getting away with this youngster. That's pretty cool. What's in here? Oh, hold on a second. Ooh. Frozen. Speaking of, my hands are getting pretty cold. Look at this. They got plug in here. That's kind of neat. Come out here and, you know, have a good time. It seems like it hasn't been used in a long time, though. You can see this here was burnt out just to let the smoke out. But a lot of times you have a tarp over. If it's high enough, it kind of holds the heat in but doesn't smoke you out. That's cool. They did a good job. Yeah, I don't know if it was... it's like a memorial, yeah, memorial to somebody. Super, super neat. I like it. I like it a lot. Anyway, yeah, all the solar lights are old. Wasn't built yesterday, that's for sure. You can tell by all the how weathered the boards are and stuff, right? This is fairly old. It'll be 15, 20 years old, maybe. I don't know. That's cool, but I never knew it existed. Neato. Well, I opened that seat. It was closed, but nobody's used it for a while, so this is an older camp for sure. That's pretty darn cool, though. Definitely an older camp. So yeah, this is what you see when you're out in the bush, like random camping. You'll see an outhouse like this, and I mean, it's there's nothing wrong with it in my mind, as long as everything's kept like nice and neat and tidy. I mean, they could go and put logs on there instead of tarps or whatever, but I mean, you know, the government wants to come in and put all these professional washrooms out in the bush. Like, there's nothing wrong with this in my mind, you know. You can see all the signs they're saying pack it in, pack it out, use respect, etc., etc. You know, I don't know. We know how to look after our land, right? There's nothing there. There's no junk here or nothing. It's a nice little camp. Pretty neat. Well, that's pretty cool. If I remember right, that beaver pond crossing or something's just up here. But yeah, I used to take my truck down here all the time. Only in the winter though, when everything was frozen. Pretty sure it goes up here and then it turns down to the left. It's been a good 15 years. Yeah, exactly. Here we are. Yeah, it's going down and turning to the left. And I think there's a trail off to the right here somewhere. Okay, yeah, it's funny, eh? It's been so long, but I remember it. Man, has this ever rutted out though? Better put her in four-wheel drive, because I don't want to get hung up and stuck and mess around. Should be shortly after here, there should be the beaver dam, but there used to be an actual bridge that we crossed on our quads, and then I think somebody made a go around just to go around the beaver dam altogether. Should be right here. There it is. Yeah, there it is. You can see the mountain bike guys got their little bridge, but there used to be a floating quad bridge right here. That's cool. I've been here for so long. But yeah, it was nothing in the winter. Man, that's crazy though. It's all dried up. I'm pretty sure this used to be filled with water. She's all dried up now. I don't know if somebody drained it or just naturally. Yeah, look how high that is compared to... You can still see some water down in there. I think this is the creek over in here. Neat. Yeah, the old floating bridge, I believe, was over there. Was just wide enough for a quad. Long gone. I'll have to come back in the daytime. Yeah, it's cool. It's been so many years. Look at up there. There's just been jets flying over left, right, and center tonight. beauty night. But this is where we came that one year. And there's a bunch of people here partying that we knew. So we partied with them. Okay, man, my fingers are frozen. I'm gonna head for home. We're gonna warm them up. Oh, that feels so good. One hand done. My custom exhaust. Sounds like a Huey chopper. Yeah, I remember you'd get to this section. Look at that, that's all that's left of the creek. But I remember you get to this section, it was all flooded with water. And you just kind of hoped and prayed that you wouldn't break through, because if you did, we would have been screwed. Yeah, then after this it kind of goes up, curves to the right. It's funny how you never forget a trail, or at least I don't, not very often. I keep stopping and throwing these off the trail because somebody's gonna get them right through the floorboards, like me. And yeah, you can get killed pretty easily or hurt yourself pretty bad. This takes me a second to throw them off the trail, right? Well, I see those trees are down there, and I just looked on the map and you can just tell there's a faint trail that goes to the bush. This must have been the original trail here, and then probably just a couple of trees fell down, and then somebody made the bypass over here. That's all it takes sometimes, because not everybody packs a chainsaw. You gotta pack a chainsaw, folks, or something to cut trees with. Some old pipeline. I think there was a couple leases up in here, but I think they're abandoned now. I don't know if this gas line's actually being used. But look at that, how it just curves right into the ground. Isn't that neat? Yeah, I'd say they're not being maintained. It doesn't look like here. Oh, let's drive this thing. Yeah, so I'm getting close to my other trail. We did a nice big loop. That's cool. Didn't really go that far. Not too crazy far. Found a lot of cool stuff. There's my trail. Looks like somebody else was here. Nope, somebody else was on this trail since I've been on it. There are others. I just seen a bunch of eyes. Hey, what are you doing? Santa's reindeer. I see a whole bunch of eyes. Look at them all. There you are. Hello. Hello, friend. You have a good night. I got a loose wheel bearing. I got about 2,000 kilometers on those with those crazy heavy loads, so I did pretty good. All that, and it's probably more like 21 kilometers. What's that, miles? Let's say about 12 miles. 12, 13 miles. All that in 13 miles. A lot of fun. Well, folks, we're back home. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. It was a good rip. It was a lot of fun. Anyway, Merry Christmas. Have a good one.